The first time Ethan Cole saw Isabella Thornton, she was a wrecking ball in a $5,000 sweater. She was the only daughter of billionaire Harold Thornton, and at 16, she ruled Ravenwood Academy with a fiery tantrum. Teachers quit weekly. Counselors called her a lost cause. Her father's money bought half the school, making her utterly untouchable. Everyone walked on eggshells. Everyone except Ethan. Ethan Cole was the single dad janitor, a former mechanic who lost his wife and was now working graveyard shifts just to keep a roof over his 8-year-old son, Liam. He had nothing, so he feared no one. He pushed a mop, fixed busted lockers, and lived on coffee and sheer exhaustion. One morning, Ethan watched Isabella, furious, deliberately sweep a tower of books off a library table. The noise echoed. Scene cut close-up on Ethan.com amidst the chaos. He didn't yell, he just said, his voice quiet, "Hey, books don't scream back. Maybe try talking to someone who does." She stopped, fire in her eyes, staring down the man in the faded blue uniform. "You're a janitor. Don't talk to me." Ethan didn't flinch. He just smiled. "Lucky for you, I don't take orders from angry teenagers." For the first time, the impossible girl had no comeback. Ethan and Isabella's paths started crossing. He was everywhere, fixing, cleaning, whistling softly. She was always on the edge, pushing people away. One night, Ethan found her alone on the football bleachers. It was late. Eyeliner was running down her cheeks, mixing with tears. He didn't ask what was wrong. He didn't try to fix her. He just sat a few feet away, unwrapped a brown bag, and quietly ate his sandwich. Finally, she broke the silence. "My dad didn't even come to my birthday. He just sent a car." Ethan simply nodded. "My son thinks I'm a superhero because I fix things. But some hurts, ... You can't mop those up." Something clicked inside Isabella. The wall she'd built with her father's money crumbled. She didn't need a lavish party. She needed someone who simply listened. A few days later, the unbelievable happened. The billionaire's daughter started showing up after class to help the janitor, wiping desks, picking up trash. She was clumsy, but she was trying, students whispered. Staff were shocked. But Ethan, he never treated her like the Thornton heiress. When she messed up, he gently teased her. When she got it right, he smiled like a proud father. 3. The floor and the secret. One evening, as they cleaned the paint-splattered art room floor, Isabella asked him the question everyone wanted to know. "Why are you so nice to everyone, Ethan, even the ones who don't deserve it?" He looked down at the mess they were scrubbing. "Because once, someone believed in me when I didn't deserve it either." It was his only explanation. Then came the night everything stopped. Liam, Ethan's son, collapsed during class. A sudden critical heart condition. The doctors were immediate. Surgery was needed. The cost was staggering, an impossible mountain of debt for a janitor. Ethan vanished. He couldn't afford the surgery, and he wouldn't ask anyone for help. He just disappeared from work. 3 days later, a black stretch limousine pulled up outside the hospital entrance. Out stepped Isabella, her eyes red, and behind her the imposing figure of Harold Thornton, the billionaire. "I heard about Liam," Isabella said, her voice shaking. "You can't say no, Ethan. Let me help." Ethan's eyes welled up. I can't accept your money." Harold Thornton finally spoke, cutting him off. "It's not my money, Mr. Cole. It's hers. She refused to eat or sleep until I agreed to cover the full cost. Liam's surgery was a success." A month later, when Ethan returned to Ravenwood, he found a new polished brass plaque on the marble wall. It read, "The Cole Program, a scholarship for kindness." Founded by Isabella Thornton, inspired by a janitor who taught her what wealth really means. Isabella hugged him tightly that day. "You fixed things again, Ethan," she whispered. "But this time you fixed me. Kindness doesn't need a title, a mansion, or $1 million. Sometimes all it takes is a broom, a smile, and a heart willing to listen."